What's up guys, my name is Ace, and welcome back to Maps Exposed. This is a series where I cover all the lines of sight, wall runs, as well as any other secret spots that I find on every map in Black Ops 3. In today's episode, we're going to be covering the first of the Salvation DLC maps, and that is Micro. Let's get into it. Alright guys, so Micro doesn't have a ton of spots, but there's definitely a few that you probably didn't know about that I'm going to be showing you today. First off, right by the B flag, if you're playing Domination, you can cap the B flag from inside these cup holders. Most people found this out. Not everybody knows this yet though, so it is quite a good way to capture the B flag until enemies start catching on. They will start catching on to that, but it still offers you the best cover possible. Also, one thing I found out while playing is you shouldn't be calling Cerberus in this middle area of the map. A Cerberus will easily fall into the cup holder, and then it won't be able to get out. It'll just be stuck in there. So just be careful calling your Cerberus in towards the middle of the map on Micro. Next up, towards the middle of the map, everybody knows you can wall run around this cake right here. Pretty much everybody knows. And it can be an effective wall run to come around somebody's flank like that, or you can come towards the middle of the map and take somebody off guard that's standing right there or something. But a lot of people don't know, you can actually wall run underneath this blue thing on this cooler right here. Now this works best with Afterburner. In a lot of cases you will need Afterburner like I have right now, but you can wall run around like that. It's much harder for them to expect that. They'll just see you like fall off the map and they'll be like, oh, what an idiot, he just died. And then you pop up right over here and you can shoot him in the side. It also works the other way, but this is quite difficult to hit. Let's see if I can hit it on the first try even. Oh no, I hit something. Come on. No, wasn't able to hit it. It does work the other way around. It is definitely a risky move, but I mean, if you can make it work, I think it's a pretty cool idea to use. Also in the middle of the map, it's very common that enemies will post up right in that spot there. It's extremely common to see that. And if you know that the middle of the map is relatively safe, you can hop up on here and you do get a bit of a line of sight on them as they're standing behind there. You'll be able to pick them off. You'll basically just be able to see their head and they'll just be able to see your head. But you'll be the one that's more prepared for them and you'll be able to hopefully pick them off by standing on top of this can. Now all the way back by the A flag over here, lots of times you get people that come around that corner there and they're trying to spawn trap you or they're pushing you back into the A spawns, and most of them don't pay attention to this area right here. So you can just come over to this gap, you can pick them off when they're on that corner, or better yet, to get a better, safer line of sight with some cover, is you jump up on this donut here, and there you go. Great line of sight towards them, great cover. You can crouch to take cover, stand up, pick them off there, and a lot of times they don't know what hit them. I've actually been killed coming around that corner a few times, so use that when you're also coming the other way, and you're actually a rusher and you're coming around that corner. Remember, this gap is here and people are often waiting for you. Another little spot that I have for you back here is if they're coming toward or coming from the kegs over there, this is a great long shot spot. So if you're going for those long shot medals, this is excellent for that. Pop up on this donut right here and there you go. Nice clear line of sight towards the keg. They usually aren't looking back this far, and in either case you have better cover than them and you'll be more prepared than them. Moving on to the keg side of the map, a lot of people still don't know that you can wall run on the outside of the kegs, just like this. Very, very easy way to get around there. Oftentimes you'll take people off guard. You can also just cut in from this keg and then just like wall run right around into this keg, and the opposite works as well. And sometimes enemies just don't expect that. Also over here, a lot of times you got enemies spawning back that way, you're rushing them, and you don't want to challenge them head on because you don't really have too much cover here. A great way to take them off guard is to wall run on the outside of the map here. Jump back here, and there you go. You can start shooting them in the back, and they won't know what hit them. Now, one little thing I wanted to point out, this is an Easter egg, not really a spot. If you jump in the coffee mug here, 20 years of Treyarch. So a nice little Easter egg that they threw in there, and I thought that was pretty neat to point out. I definitely wanted to point that out. I found that out at COD XP, actually, and then Pamash sniped me through this freaking mug. So, yes, if somebody is in that mug and they're checking that little Easter egg out, you can shoot through this, no problem. You'll easily get a kill on a guy that's doing that, so keep an eye out for people that are trying to check that Easter egg out. Now, right over here towards the C flag, if you have somebody capturing right there and they're just aiming straight over towards this way and they're just expecting you to run through here, they'll pick you off very, very easily because they'll be pre-aimed. Great way to challenge them is to lay down here, and a lot of times they won't notice you, and you can easily shoot their feet, or if they're laying down, you'll see their whole body here. You'll be able to pick them off through that little gap. But, I mean, they do have to be in that exact spot. If they're capturing from over here, it's just not going to work. Another thing over by the C flag here is a lot of people didn't know that you can jump around these logs. Now, these logs do not act as wall runs, so you can't wall run on them. You can just simply jump around and clear the gap. So just like that, and obviously works the other way too. So a lot of times that'll take people off guard. Like if they're sitting right here, they won't even see you come around that way and jump around, and you can just pick them off very, very easily. Now, getting over to this area here, there aren't really any good spots. Like there's no room for the imagination to find any good spots around here. The only one I was really able to find is if you jump all the way on top of these cupcakes here, You can get a line of sight over to that can right there, which people will use as cover. There is a hardpoint location in here as well, so this can be very effective to lock that down as long as you know your back is safe. And you can also get a few little lines of sight like between the bottles here on people, and you can always drop down if it gets a little bit too much and they find out that you're up there. Another little spot that I want to show you, there is a hardpoint location right in this area as well. And if enemies are coming from the middle of the map and you've got teammates that have that locked down and you're not worried about your back over here, you don't really have too much cover to challenge them. Like, you can come off from the side of here, you can kind of use this hot dog bun, I guess, but it's not really ideal and it's kind of what they expect. One little alternative is hop up on this cupcake here, and there you go. Nice line of sight over the can, you can crouch, get a little bit more cover, and most of the time they won't expect you to be here, and you'll be able to pick them off before they figure it out. It is very situation dependent, but it can be very effective as well. Now, right over here, if you're attacking the A flag and you're approaching it from this direction and you just want to see what's going on towards the A flag, you can easily jump up in this gap and you can see pretty much the entire capture area of the A flag. Maybe not the whole capture area, but a good portion of it. And you can also jump up here to pick people off in that window there. So instead of just coming around this corner exactly where they expect you to be, jump shot them and pick them out of that window. One last thing I wanted to point out is a weird wall run up here. I don't know how practical it really is. I just wanted to show that you can do this. You can easily wall run right around this. You can get up nice and high over here, and you can even jump up and get a nice line of sight on the window. So maybe as an opening route with a sniper rifle or something, you want to try and pick somebody off out of that window, that is one way to do it. So there we have it. That's all the unique spots that I have for you guys on the map Micro. Let me know in the comment section below which one of the Salvation maps you'd like me to cover next. If you enjoyed the video, a like rating is always appreciated, and don't forget to subscribe for more if you haven't already. I'll talk to you guys next time.